13th birthday. I witnessed my whole family being wiped out with my own eyes, and the murderer is my father. The truth behind my tea table. I became a dance stand. That night, the father who works abroad came back in a hurry. The first thing you do when you walk in is not to wish me a happy birthday. Instead, he stared eerily at the dark corridor. Finally, I gave my family 3 lessons. Mother told him to ignore. Grandma shouted that he shouldn't, just sitting silently on the sofa, looking at a black and white photo. Dead smoking? They're all dead. It's almost my turn. Father forgot the 3 people in the photo, talked to himself. I was horrified by my father's actions. In my impression, he has always been gentle. Aria's life image. How did it become what it is now? Yeah, and unshaven. The hair has not been washed for several days. After thinking about it, he fell asleep. Midnight, I suddenly felt like there was a black man standing by the bedside. The black man just kept staring at me. A smile wakes me up. Then the man suddenly said something. Xiao Yun is me. Oh, it's a couple. What happened to Burn's father? Father ignored me, but a nervous silence. Then lie down on the floor. One ear to the ground. He stole from me. It means ask me to post a piece. I said it with a face. Get out of bed and hear nothing. Father can't. He asked me to listen more carefully. Well, I asked my father what the sound was. Father can talk and talk. Have nails? Long elastic nails. Is scratching the floor of our house with you. I am mysterious. The back of the eye stick was itchy for a while. Wordy answer. My cocoa is on the 1st floor of our house. How can there be anyone below the 1st floor? I told my mother about it today. Mother suspects. Father works abroad all year round. Caused too much pressure. Had hallucinations. I want his father to go to the hospital for prostitute. Father is unwilling to live. During the day, my father still stared at the photo, smoking irritably, while grabbing the scalp hard, until I put my hands away and took a break. Night to midnight. Lying by my bed on time. One ear on the floor. Listen to that voice that doesn't exist at all. I cried and said there was no sound at all. I want to say, Father, you are really crazy. But at this moment, I seemed to hear it for a while, when directly scratching the floor. It's a strange life, but indescribable. Trance. I think I saw the person in the photo nearby. Appeared in our house. They all became ghosts. No face, just bright red nails. Scratching the floor desperately, you crawled up to me and said, Finally found you. Finally found you. Just as I was about to tell my father, I finally heard that voice. Father suddenly stood up, straight away towards the door. I called out, Dad. The father's head suddenly turned 90 degrees. He opened his mouth and poked a weird smile. But that smile contained endless pain. Oh no. Take off. Shake it up. The father said, sweating profusely. It's like saying these words exhausted all his strength. At that moment, my mind went blank. What about the fetus? What father? I got into the balcony closet. Only one madness is popular. But what I never expected was, after hiding? Father, actually, a fruit knife was drawn from the kitchen. And Homeflower's mother just came back at that time. As soon as he entered the door, he stabbed the couple with a knife. The heartbreaking misery sent by the mother of killing time. He kept shouting his father's name, saying father is like crazy. General, he held his shoulder and kept stabbing his mother. One cup after another. Blood dog knife. Reflecting my father's blood-splattered face. He smiled so wickedly. So much privacy. Grandma was awakened by the sound outside. He rubbed his eyes and took a look. Straight down to his floor. Son, you are crazy. Grandma crying for mercy. Father. He grabbed a handful of chopsticks from the cage. Stinging Grandma. Ordered Grandma to pull a suit. Cover your eyes in pain. Heart and blood flowed from between Grandma's fingers. The patient's tears became 2 lines of blood. The father wants to rush into the specific aimed at Grandma's neck and stabbed it hard. At this time, I have completely fallen into the geese. Only tears were left. Just at this time, after the father suddenly raised the blood vessel step by step to the balcony where I am. I'm not breathing. Dare not make a sound. My heart is about to jump out. But his father is far from Yang Lan. When there is less than 1 meter, that foot scratched the ground again in Harbin. Strange monster of the board. The father also stopped. Next moment, he knelt down to the floor-to-ceiling mirror in the living room. Father's face in the mirror is pale and blue. Eyes are full of red blood, like a demon in hell. Just then, and something incredible happened. I saw my father holding the pen of the fruit knife in both hands because the sharpest part of the knife hit himself in the stomach. But my father doesn't seem to feel any pain. The tip of the knife moved down little by little. He actually opened his belly like this. Father is like a trap. From start to finish, father's face is smiling. What about then? I'm still young. The whole person is off. I spent the whole night huddled in a closet, staring coldly at his father, video until a white film appears in the east. The sound of a well flute coming from downstairs. There was little chatter. I just came back to my senses. The footsteps of a group of people fighting against fire. The first one is a national soap with favorable skin. Snotty footsteps. Carrying 2 1-star on my shoulders and 2 necks, and one wearing a mask. Bald old man with a leukorrhea cap. Before entering, they put on plum gloves and brainwashing tacitly. Spread out in actual combat. The old man held a delicate ruler. I will turn over my mother's body in a while. After a while, look at the handle that my father is sitting on the palm of his hand. The length of the watermelon knife. Soon he pointed to the little police officer behind him. Hold up the rack knife. The first deceased, female around 40 years old. 47 Ruichi wounds on the body. Revealed a little face last night. Strive for the wind. Glow zillion or a dash to the balcony. Get me out of the closet. Who are you? Neck asked aggressively. But by then I had been scared all night. Can't speak at all.
Oh.
This should be Ding Nyan, the son of the deceased Ding Lai. He is too excited. I have panic disorder. Bald old man plugs in the microphone. How do you know? Everyone's eyes are looking over in unison. Liang Lao seemed to be lying down and holding his center of gravity for a moment. I saw the little book in the pocket of the square table. Ah, remember what I taught you. People who don't know the scene are not worthy of entering the scene. Just now, I have solved the case. Ah, what? Guatzilian was taken aback. First, I confirmed with the owner that there will be 3 people living there for a while. Mother, with wife, son. Husband is traveling abroad all year round. The waiter was in the car and I made a phone call. Ding Linjin is working abroad without her husband. In the past month, I have often looked terrified. A person mysteriously hides in the toilet to take medicine. There are no other criminals at the 3rd scene. Traces left by the suspect. And it is clear that the time of death of this person is extremely close to home. So, Liang Lao said with a finger. I doubt it. Ding Linjin is under great work pressure, suffering from severe mental illness. The family gets sick. The British killed their own family. Finally commit suicide. Because the son was hiding in the closet at the time, she survived. And then, just check the drug ingredients in his blood. Let this little friend speak again. Tell me what really happened last night. Then the antidote can be found. And I coughed. Then there was a little cemetery. Street View people don't go to jail. The unpredictable Duan Nung has been stunned. All countries themselves asked with their own doubts. Then when I look at Tiny Point Mountain, pulled out my heart and intestines. Is this really a homicide? Nonsense mental illness can't be driven out. The 2 wives glanced at him. But true love, isn't that too hasty? Bird, we'll send an administrative consultant to ride us through the investigation. Li Yingzi came to the road. Live for months and marry again. Pension 7 hum. I don't ask. I'm just pretending to have a meal. You really expect him to be cute? Suddenly, even my eyes were eaten and he listened to me. Hey little Ben. Give him 5 milliliters of the suction flap. Liang Laoming rode. Then the police officer at the back took out a container. Shiny syringe. Ready to stab my arm. Liang Lao, This is not in line with Liu Zhang. The national character face is blocked. What do you know? These cases only require the treatment of fucking sedatives. Doesn't hurt kids. Teacher Lian, I want to do this to you, but this old apprentice, hold my arm tightly. Obviously, the corners of the eyes show that I want to do everything. Corrupt official closing the case. 1 knife and 2 knives are squeezed horizontally and politely. Child misplaced. You'll be able to talk soon. Tell uncle. Did your dad hurt everything? Family. I lightly fry my forehead. Regret with all my strength. The moment I felt like I was about to collapse. The door that was originally sealed with blood lipids. Otherwise, the wind will be kicked away with a bang. A man in a quaint tang suit, holding a quaint leather gun, just walked in the door. The first thing you do when you enter the door, he pointed at Elder Liang's nose knife. Old trash. If you keep tossing, you can't even speak from the cup. His eldest sister was very few people present. I gathered around. Liang Lao was stunned for a while. Then he angrily pointed at the head of the man in tang suit. Hey you. Why do you swear when you open your mouth? Who sent you to the Mian scene? Get out of here. You didn't persuade me to go out. Otherwise we have the right to arrest. The national character face is blocked. The man in tang suit casually touched it from his pocket. Issued a certificate. Throw it on the face of the national character. Then he walked in front of me. Okay. The man first rolled the whites of my eyes. Pinch my order again. I was forced to open my mouth. See my teeth clenching together. Okay. The man frowned. Blind eyes. Tooth imports are surprised. He took out a small white porcelain vase, wrapped in a black pill. Whether I agree or not, and it went straight into my mouth. Pill entrance. My tears flowed. Cool awake. The stench is choking, but the pill was completely consumed. I actually said thank you. Wow, really? What? Goddamn 9 years, can't help but play half a play. Liang Lao's face turned red in an instant. The Thames Dynasty man sneered and hummed. You just inject 5 milliliters into the subway. This child will not need to fail. Then determine your purpose for murder.